What's up, everyone? Welcome. Welcome to Thursday night's stream of People Without Pants. Uh, I'm still waiting for Nick to get here because he's in the middle of finishing something up, but that's fine. So while we're here, I'll wait for some viewers to trickle in. I'll fuck around with the chat, see how everyone's doing. Get out of here, you fucking ads. Where does he say it? Never mind. You'll find out what that's about in a minute. Ugh. How's everyone doing? Everyone feeling good? Everyone excited for the last weekend before the fucking chaotic nightmare that is Thanksgiving? It's actually not that bad for me, but for a lot of people it is. Flying and traveling, at least the fucking shutdown is over, so you're not gonna like crash because there's no air traffic controllers. Yeah, I hate Thanksgiving. I really do. Partially because I spent most of my childhood going to shitty Thanksgiving at my grandma's, and partially just because Thanksgiving is like, rooted in fucking genocide of Native Americans and shit. Um, and it's also just I don't know why it developed this, but like stereotypically, Thanksgiving is the holiday where you see the family members you hate. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure why. Maybe just because it's not like Christmas. There's no presents, no, I don't know, no candy to give out, no fucking religious significance. I don't know. Okay. Now, I'm not listening to the fucking AI overview, so instead I'm looking to Reddit where people actually fucking are real. Damn, this is a recent one too. This person is airing some kind of personal business that's not, well, I mean, you can read it. I hate AI overviews, man. Like, I don't need a fucking computer to explain all that to me, please. Thank you. I can read. Forced interaction. Yeah, okay, thank you for that. Yeah, see, even the Guardian, who fucking sucks dick and balls, even they agree with me. No, you don't have to see your toxic family on Thanksgiving. Oh, this is old. Okay, this is a fucking COVID era article. I wish it was acceptable to eat something other than turkey on Thanksgiving. I like turkey well enough, but like it gets old. Sometimes I want something crazy, like fucking fried chicken or goddamn meatloaf or I don't know, it's weird. It's weird that like we have this bizarre tradition based on really nothing actually real. And then we just kind of insist on all doing it. Not sure why that is. And I really fucking hate eating dinner at like 3 in the afternoon too, which is when Thanksgiving dinner is usually eaten. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. Well, actually, I do know why. It's because back then, dinner referred to the largest meal of the day, regardless of what time it was eaten. And, Thanksgiving, because it hails from like fucking 300, 400 years ago, they still They still use that definition. Excuse me, I'm looking for something on here. Okay, I don't super care about any of that. Come on. Man, I can't wait for Pluribus tonight. Oh shit. I didn't realize this. I'm gonna save that knowledge for Nick when he gets here. Actually, thank you, my friend, for texting me there because you just gave me an idea of something to discuss. Jesus, military times. Here, I'll use this one. I don't want to spoil this because I want you guys to be as. Oh, fuck you. I can't use this one. Fuck you, Washington Post, you goddamn bunch of savages. I gotta remember to install uBlock. This thing fucking sucks. I hate ads. So who here is excited for Thanksgiving? Who here actually doesn't hate their fucking? I don't hate my family. I don't have to go and see the family I hate it for Thanksgiving anymore, but I used to. Uh, and then, of course, because it was at my grandma's house and she doesn't really know how to cook, my mom always got stuck cooking Thanksgiving dinner, which I believe one year we had 60 people there because like the whole extended side of the family came or something. And I don't like half of these fucking people. So my mom is freaking out and I'm just like I'm trying to help however I can, but I was a kid back then, so I was limited in how I could help her. So I'm just like, cool, yay. Oh yeah, they got the new fucking baby that won't shut up. That's cool. Oh yeah, all these old people who fucking want to watch football and talk about Republican politics. Like, yeah, I definitely because even as a kid, I knew the Republicans were a bunch of fucking dipshits. So I'm like, oh, cool. Thanks for this. But hey, I don't get stuck there anymore, so I guess I'll have to take it. I guess it's all right seeing my normal, not insane family, which is what I'm doing this weekend. Or not this weekend, but this holiday season. And then it's time for my favorite time of year, Christmas, baby. Happy early King Philip's War Day. I'm assuming that's a Thanksgiving joke that I do not get, but thank you, Wadley. Happy early King Philip's War Day to you too. You know, I'm Googling that joke. I'm not making you explain it. Okay, I've read up on King Philip's War. Or I Googled it, rather. Oh, it's because of Native American shit. Yeah, okay, that's fucking tragic. Okay. It's when the Pilgrims order 66 Squanto. It's been a long time since I went to elementary school. Can you tell? Squanto taught the Native Americans to, or he taught the colonists. He and the Native Americans taught the colonists to grow corn, and then that's where American history classes stopped telling the story. Because if we go any further than that, we're going to have to talk about actual history, and that's going to be a problem for these people. trying to hide the fucking massive goddamn zit on my upper lip. You like my shirt, everyone? It's one of my favorite shirts, My Ancestor. It's based on, here, I'll pull it up for you. I had to look at my own shirt to remember how to spell ancestor. The Boy Scout summer camp I went to was named for Squanto, and I remember them not liking me sharing the war tidbit. Yeah, you'd be shocked how often they don't want you sharing actual history. Yeah, here we go. I'm sure some, if not all of you, have seen this. Well, it's not exactly a meme, but it is now a meme. Here, I'll make it bigger for you. I love Chick Tracts, but not for the reason he wanted me to. I love them ironically because, well, I mean, look at it. Lol, that reminds me of my sister sharing with the second grade classroom that Lincoln was a racist and only the teacher supported the claim. Yeah, he was technically. I mean, not like by his time standards, but yeah. You need this as a shirt. Which one-eyed punk? Because you can buy, or you could at least buy this shirt. I have this one, and I have the drugs one right here. Though I have it in black, not white. I know the Onion Nuggets guys, like DFF and them. I know that they sell mugs of this still. The shirts might not be on sale anymore, but they were. Oh, this panel itself. Yeah, that I'm sure you could have made. I have 2 of the shirts from this panel. I don't have the entire thing. I am tempted to get a tattoo on my arm that just says sex, though. Like, that tickles me. In fact, do they have the whole comic? Here. Let me see if they have the whole comic, because there is a second panel to that that's kind of amusing. Here, this will do, I think. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there he is. Hello, Call.
Oh, I was voguing backstage. How we doing?
I wish it played a little notification sound when a guest comes in, because it doesn't.
I figured it was just gonna take some time, so I was enjoying it.
How long have you been sitting there?
Only like 30 to 45 seconds.
Okay, good.
It would have been funny if it was like 5 minutes, just really busting it down.
I was telling chat the story of Chick Tracts.
I'm sorry, of what?
Of Chick Tracts.
Oh gosh.
You know about Chick Tracts, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay,
oh god. What? So just to be clear, we're talking about weird Christian cult comics.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I do know what we're talking about. Okay.
This one's probably most famous because it's been turned into a meme.
What is that? Father God, or is that what was that guy called? Is that David Byrne?
No, this is the one. My shirt comes from there. My ancestor shirt.
Can I just point out that I've been having way too much fun with my 3D printer?
What have you been doing? I want to hear about this.
Okay. So we got little gems. Because I love little gems. We got it's a Mew.
I gotta have you make us some fucking merch with that thing.
I have Little Mushroom House.
I really like the aimed at black audiences Chick Tracts. They're so fucking horrid. Do you have one on hand, One-Eyed Punk? Because I have one I can think of, but if you have more, I'd like them. Like if you have a link or even just a search term, I'll take it.
Do we got any D&D players out there?
I'm not much of one, but I know that I have friends who are.
So I'm making a bunch of D&D coins.
Nice.
Just a whole bunch of toys right now.
All right.
I'm still in dialing mode.
Hang on, I need to find out how damn it, that's not gonna work. I need to find out how racist this fucking comic is.
Yeah, it's you'll have fun here.
All right, this one's not that bad. It has a bunch of black people in it, but it's just like normal. Well, it's not normal, but it's normal for chick tracts.
That's a little bar, but I get that.
I'm trying to find. Here, I know what to Google. Someday I want us to actually do like a deep dive on chick tracts for like a scripted segment with prepped visuals and everything.
Oh, absolutely, we can do that. But if we're gonna do that, we might as well have a deep dive cult month.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's your favorite cult?
Do you want an actual answer? Because I could think about it. There are some that fascinate me more than others.
I mean, I would like an answer. I think some are more fun than others.
Yeah. Heaven's Gate fascinates me.
Heaven's Gate is interesting because you can really see that Marshall Applewhite went off the fucking rails the moment his partner died. And I think that is more of a statement on like, we can be into some fun things. We can be in niche directions. And the moment that you're alone in the forest, might want to get a map because you're going to do some weird stuff.
So do you know, I didn't find it out, but I got reminded of it the other day because I'd forgotten. Do you know who was part of the Heaven's Gate cult and died in their big mass suicide?
I feel like there's a name here. I don't know who.
Nichelle Nichols' brother.
Huh.
Like he was part of the cult for decades and would like really prominently advertise his connection to her in their advertising.
That's fun. I mean, who are the people from Wild Wild Country?
Oh shit, let me see.
I think it's really fun that they're like, yeah, we're just gonna outvote you.
The controversial like Indian guru Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh.
Yep.
Oh, this is Oregon. Okay.
Yeah.
With names like that, I was expecting it to be in India.
No. They showed up to a random small town in Oregon and took it over.
Nice. Well, not nice. I'm sure that they did some tragic
stuff. I know. But, like, story-wise, nice. Human-wise, no. Story-wise, hilarious.
All right, so this is the one that One-Eyed Punk recommended we look at. This is called What's Up.
All right. Hold on here.
Oh, so it's Hi There, which I guess was an existing one. Adapted for black audiences. Oh, boy.
Yep. I know this one.
I don't think I do. Hang on. All right. Hey, Big Man. Do I need to read it out loud, or are you guys?
You shouldn't want to read it out loud because your voice is gonna go a Quentin Tarantino direction, and you don't want to do it.
Okay. Okay, so he literally says he doesn't want to go to heaven. That is definitely how human beings talk.
Well, nah. See, he said my old lady, so you know he's legit.
Also, why is Jack Chick, the religious guy, not capitalizing heaven or hell? Aren't you supposed to capitalize those things?
I don't necessarily think that's as big a deal as you're making it.
Okay. I've seen hell lowercase, but usually I see heaven capitalized.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out this. Christians haven't been great writers since C.S. Lewis, so like I don't really focus on that.
Most of the black chick tracts are adaptations of existing stories. Jesus.
It's
Jesus Christ, man.
He has filtered audience things. Like
you'd think that if it were truly the story of God, it would be universal and therefore everyone could take part in it. But I guess he's got to adapt it for special groups.
Okay, let's do it backwards though. if we truly believe in God without any other things, but he's racist. So if we believe in racism, we got to make it easier for him.
Yeah, he's certainly like. Can I zoom in? You gonna let me zoom in? There we go. Like, look at the way he draws this motherfucker right here.
I mean, I don't know about you. Every guy I've ever met has nostrils that big.
It's not just the nostrils. Like, I don't know. Maybe I've just seen too many old racist caricatures, but this obviously it doesn't look like Fu Manchu, but it's giving me almost like Fu Manchu vibes in terms of like the weird brow shapes and everything.
I'm insistent that's just the way the hair is. Yeah, no, I think you're thinking too much on that.
Maybe, but it is Jack Chick. I'm sure that he like had a Klan robe in his closet.
Yeah, but I don't think that this black construction guy is impacted by Chiang Kai-shek and his viewpoints.
No, I don't think he's impacted, but just the similar like warped facial features is throwing me off a little.
I mean, maybe. Well, it's probably just the same tactics they use all the time.
Yeah,
You
probably.
like make people look slightly non-human.
Yeah, like
so
this,
like then you kind of get like uncanny valley with them.
this guy looks like Dwayne McDuffie, but if a racist drew him.
I mean, it just so happens that the lips and nose keep having to be accentuated every time. I don't know.
Yeah, that is an awfully interesting coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, totally. I'm just seeing that. I just happen to be seeing that every fucking panel. Like,
yeah, here we go. See?
So what is our topic today, anyway?
Our topic is
Black
whatever
people?
we feel like talking about, but I do have a few things open. Yeah, so that's Dwayne McDuffie, or it was. He's dead now, sadly. And yeah, see, doesn't this look like a racist version of Dwayne McDuffie?
I mean, I could think of a few people with the racist version of. But
He
like,
is
that's the thing with
gripping that
racist.
sandwich. He really is. Here, where? Yeah, he's death gripping that fucking sandwich. He's mad.
Okay, can we look at the next panel and the lack of chin? No. Up to the right from sandwich. Like just straight right from sandwich.
Oh yeah,
Straight lack of chin.
yeah. Where the fuck is your chin?
Where's your chin at?
Suki, this is the second time today you have bothered me while I was in a video meeting. Go away.
Yo, why does that look like Bill Cosby after a car accident?
Oh yeah, he does. Oh my god.
Dope.
Hang on, I'm gonna let my monster dog out of the room so she doesn't eat me. Give me like 30
Jesus,
seconds.
how many different names do you have for your cock? Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right? Why do you think I always wear long pants? Because it falls down my leg.
So sometimes you just clap by slightly jingling your leg in the air. Well, folks, I don't have control, so we have to still look at these black people. But we can say this. Is that a Mario mustache? Or does any construction guy with a mustache really just end up looking like he should be part of the Mushroom Kingdom? I don't exactly know, but I like it. Blair, what are your thoughts on the Mario mustache?
You mean this one right here?
Yeah.
He could have gone more racist with it. I'll say that. He could have gone more racist.
That's such a low bar.
I'm almost disappointed.
You're disappointed he didn't go more racist with it. Quentin.
Almost.
Quentin.
See, I love that like everything the black dude is saying is just objectively correct, but he's putting it in like a snide tone of voice so that you don't think it's correct.
I don't know how much I should say on this subject anymore. Like, I don't even... Oh, God. That's a rough one.
Because you got Buddhists, Muslims, people.
Look at this.
The Bible was indeed written by elderly Jews. Well, I mean, they probably weren't elderly at the time, but they...
But, like... I I don't want to get into the historiography of this, but like, I don't think so.
See, this is really funny because Chick is accidentally making like correct arguments. He's just putting them in the mouths of the antagonist. Like, it is true that there's 4,000 or whatever different translations of the Bible and that they all think they're right.
I think the idea is he's trying to make it like accessible, but so like first it's like something you can get with, and then next thing you know, you're up in the sky.
You know, given that he made this for black people and given the attitudes I'm sure he had about black people, I'm surprised he used as many words.
It's. I think at that point we're at the age of racism where it's not like we can completely be honest and play Jungle Bunny politics as much as we gotta like steer people in the direction we want them to go.
God, this dude really does look like Bill Cosby, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He looks like you left Bill Cosby like sitting in a pond for a couple days, so he like took on some water like a sponge.
Why would you do that to Bill Cosby?
Gee, I don't know. Why would Bill Cosby deserve to be left in a pond for several days?
I don't want Bill Cosby getting wet anywhere.
That is true. Oh shit, so the Grim Reaper just shows up and says, "What's up? We have an appointment, Charlie Connors."
Yeah, it's just it's a Christmas story.
Thank you for this. I didn't need to understand. Like, I could have gotten that he was just going to fall, but thank you for the explanation. And then he oh shit, he gonna get impaled. Oh,
that's
shit.
Such a manga ass frame.
Yeah, see, like, this looks cool out of context if you don't know who's trying it.
Whoa. You had some people on staff.
Charlie, you okay? Is Charlie all right?
I mean, Charlie could be fine.
Oh, Charlie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Charlie?
No.
I've never actually read this one before, guys, so I've read some of them, but not this one. I'm starting... Wait, his fucking wound moved.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, well. Yeah, it moved a little. Alright. It's not that bad, but...
It like flips sides if you look, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. What do we tell his wife? I mean, you tell her that he plummeted to his fucking death because he wasn't properly secured to the construction site. I mean, that's what you tell her.
I don't know. It's the olden days, dude. Women can't have jobs. So, like, now her and the kid, they're just going to starve on the streets.
This... I don't know if this is just if it's racism or just hideous character design.
It's number 2 because that looks like Kingpin.
It does.
No, who's the fucking albino from Spider-Man?
Oh, Tombstone?
Thank you.
Yeah. Man, fucking good on Marvin Crondon Jones III for cornering the market on black albino gangsters in superhero movies.
There's more than you would think. Black albino gangsters. They were a fan of them.
Yeah, well, the thing is too, like, he not only has the right physicality for that role, but he has the acting skill to pull it off too. Like, goddamn, did they luck out?
I liked the animated Tombstone we saw in that last Spider-Man series.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was satisfying. It wasn't too rushed. It wasn't too slow.
Where am I? Is this hell? And then it has like a citation. Like, dude, we know what hell is. Thank you.
Okay, so is it weird that there's a Disney ride that kind of does this exact storyline?
It's weird, yeah, but I know about it, so it's not that weird to me.
Well, which is weirder, the comic or the Disney ride?
The comic, definitely, because the Disney ride is at least fun. This is not fun.
It's fun to drive along with a toad, go into a car accident, get sentenced to death, go to hell, and learn redemption.
Yeah.
We had different childhoods.
So I don't know if it's because he was in a cult or if he knew he was lying or what, but Jack Chick's comics seem to operate on the assumption that, like, the average person in the Western world hasn't heard of Jesus or heaven or hell.
Well, I think a lot of the tricks is that if you almost start from this baseline that no one knows anything, you can slightly change stories, and people will just kind of roll with how you're doing it.
That is true. I guess
It's like if I told you how, like, you've obviously heard of the Lord of the Rings and
Yeah.
Bilbo,
Yeah.
and how we learned that if you have a nice piece of jewelry, you're supposed to share it with your friend. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no, but I could tell a long fucking winded way to get there.
This is completely fucking nitpick, but how do you gasp when you don't have to breathe anymore?
I'm gonna argue that it's hell, so you do, so you can be choked out.
True. Yeah, I've always wondered that about hell. Surely any form of torment would get, like, boring eventually, right?
So there is a very interesting idea that this is I forget what group of people believes this, but that we're in hell right now because any torture would get boring. So, like, hell is pretty much having to live and die.
Yeah, that makes more sense than some of the explanations.
I mean, realistically, though, you're like, wouldn't it get boring? And it's like, well, anything could get boring, but you can make it not boring. I mean, I can also torture you with anything. Haven't you seen that Twilight Zone episode where the guy just wins a card? He's like, no!
That is true. Hell is other
The
people.
roulette wheel won't stop winning!
So just a few years later, World War III is happening, I guess. He doesn't capitalize Earth either. This motherfucker just doesn't capitalize proper nouns, I guess.
I don't think that you're like expecting the right amount of grammar from this.
Well, he's spelling everything else right. That's why it's weird.
He's spelling, sure. He only capitalizes names in the Bible. Those are the only things he capitalizes.
This is really something, this art design here.
Nah, that could be the cover for a Chuck Lorre sitcom, and I hate it.
It could also be the cover for, like, an 80s era metal album, but, like, not a very good one.
I wouldn't be a fan. I need someone a bit more white picket fence.
Oh shit, the angel's actually fucking black. I didn't notice that in the previous panels. Okay. I guess that's why you do your comics in color.
Pun intended.
Well, actually, no, I didn't mean for that, but yeah, I'll take it. So he's been in hell for several years, and he's still, like, being an ungrateful shitbag?
By the way, I just want to throw out there, we can call this Angel Black, but, like, he's got high Western cheekbones and an elongated Anglo-Saxon nose. So, like, it's kind of one of those, like, he's one of the light-skinned good ones.
Yeah.
Clearly. Sorry, just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, he had to make the angel, like, if not black, then black-coded, so that he wouldn't be accused of racism. All right.
Well, no, I mean, like, that. If you're thinking about it, the angel's a house angel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. By receiving the Lord as your savior. Oh god, he spells savior the fucking British way. Fuck that. Gross.
You like the extra U's?
No, I don't. That's the extra U's and, like, air conditioning are the two subjects on which I'll immediately turn into a fucking American nationalist if you bring them up.
How do you spell tomato?
Tomato.
Can't you put an E on the end, or am I tripping?
That's like an archaic but still technically correct form of spelling it.
But that's not a British thing.
I don't think so, no. I think that's just
Okay.
like older English. I know that's the case with potato because that's why Dan Quayle spelled potato that way in that debate.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because I'm like, you can do it both ways, can't you? Like,
Yeah, I mean, he
thought you-
basically he outed himself as being very old with that move.
Oh, that's the point.
Yeah. Well, everyone made fun of him for being stupid, and it's like it's not so much that he's stupid, it's more just he's very fucking old.
I was always confused by that video because I'm like, isn't he right? I don't know, man. Like, I read old books.
This dude knows so much more about religion than Jack Chick wants you to think that he does, because now he's bringing up Buddha and Confucius, Muhammad, like
Who?
the character in
Oh,
this. Like,
stop sliding back and forth.
sorry. um.
Also,
Okay, so he's literally just saying the other religions are wrong. Fuck you.
oh god, there's a bunch of reasons this is problematic as hell.
Yeah. One of his comics literally says that like Satan created the Catholic Church
I don't know, man.
as like a distraction.
Listen, this isn't as bad as the time you made me watch that movie we're not going to name here.
Oh
But,
yeah.
like, chat, I will say this. There has been one occasion where we have been making content and I actively had to get up and leave.
Yeah.
It was not working out.
So now it's been 1,000 fucking years? Jesus. Wait a goddamn minute. God Almighty is on the great white throne, Charlie. You know him as Jesus Christ. I don't believe it. Well, why the fuck do you not believe it? You've been in hell for 1,000 years, dude. I feel like the time for skepticism is gone.
You know why he doesn't believe. You know why.
Yeah, I
You know what he is.
And to think this originally had white people in it, so I guess he's not completely fucking psychotic.
No, he's completely psychotic. He just wants to market to black people too.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like Mitt Romney. You can try.
Oh god, don't. Oh my god. The 2012 election was like the first one I was old enough to really like actively participate in. So I have like a seething fucking hatred for Mitt Romney that has never gone away.
Was it like 47? Like, what was that number?
Yeah, 47% of Americans pay no income tax. What?
Yeah, that one.
Still, even today, even after all the Trump shit, I still consider that to be one of the most unhinged things I've ever heard a politician say.
I mean, okay. I just gotta throw this out here. People want to act like politicians are now unhinged. Woodrow Wilson hosted a Klan meeting and fucking watching what is it? A Great Nation or what the fuck's the name of it? Thank you. Stream or held a viewing of Birth of a Nation in the White House for all of his buddies.
That was the
I don't really care about what someone
shown.
tweets or tweets sometimes.
That was the first film ever shown in the White House. You believe that shit?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I do. Yeah. Sounds right. Sounds white.
Why does he look like this? Why is he drawn like a weird misshapen baby?
I think the idea is we're all disheveled and look like shit without God's light or some bullshit. I don't know.
Thank you for name dropping the worst American president ever, Woody Willy Nilly.
We hate Woody Willy Nilly. Throw it down and throw it out.
Schools in my fucking hometown was named after him, dude. So as you see, God loves you so much that he will sentence you to an eternity in a lake of fire. Oh my god. You ignored my love gift. Oh. You want to say it or should I?
No, we're not doing it. We're not
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, probably
We're
best.
not doing it.
It's too obvious. How long is this fucking comic? I thought it was
Why
gonna
are
be
we
like
doing
7
this?
pages.
Let me go. You brought me in for this.
Okay, this is just a bunch of fucking Bible quotes. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be like a 6-pager. Okay. And we went through all that, and it's still not the one I was looking for.
Oh God.
Actually, I'm not going to show you the whole comic. I just want to show you what this character in the comic is named. If I can find it. Here it is. Yep, here we go.
All right, you want to know what? If we're doing this, I know what we're talking about today.
Here we go. Just, I won't show you the whole comic, but just check out what this character's name is.
Go away. Go
He's
away.
the
He's
baddest man
bad.
in the whole damn town.
No, he's better than old King Kong. I don't want to hear it. Okay,
All right,
so
let's talk about some actual news. Or you go ahead first, and then we'll talk about actual news.
I'm going to put you through just a slight bit of torture.
Okay.
Bad media. I've talked to you personally about this one series that I'm obsessed with.
Oh, the book?
Yeah. I, instead of watching bad movies, read this one bad book series over again when I get stressed.
Yeah, what's it called again?
So the book's called Red Rising.
Yeah, that's it.
And it is dog shit. I'd like for you to pull up a synopsis of this first book, please, because you're going to love this.
Red Rising.
So I like to call this Space Potato because it's very clearly about Irish people. But we don't say that out loud. At least not for like $5.
Okay.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to?
You go ahead if you want.
Already. 700 years before the stories start, humankind colonized Luna, the fucking moon, where the society, a rigid social hierarchy of 14 colors with specialized roles, was developed for efficiency and order. The society, harshly ruled by certain families of mentally and physically superior golds, conquered Earth and colonized moons and small planets. Reds are the society's lowest status laborers. Mars's underground red mining colonies compete in rigged contests that sow discord and are, what's that, lied?
Are lied to, yeah.
And are lied to that Mars is not yet terraformed. That's just such a weird way to phrase that. Whatever.
So I will say,
what's
at
up?
least, and this is like for young adults, right? Like this sounds like YA fiction.
Nope. This is very important to note. It is meant to sound like YA, but it's written for adults.
Okay. At least they're just like, by statistics, there has to be at least one fucking kid who's like 14 who read this book and said, wait a minute, racism's bad?
See, okay, well, let's talk about some fun things about this book.
Okay.
It's about racism bad, but the book kind of makes the villains the like correct guys. And like we slowly just change the protagonist's viewpoint to be like them. It's very strange. Like this doesn't teach you to not be a racist person. I think this book literally teaches you to be a more efficient fascist.
Yeah, I'm skimming the synopsis right now, and it does kind of sound like that.
But like, it's about like how, oh yeah, no, their autocracy's wrong, but we gotta remake their autocracy and just fight them with the same violence. And like, fun fact, When I say gold, it totally doesn't mean a blonde person who is superior in every single way. I don't mean that. They
Yeah.
happen to have gold hair. They happen to be physically and mentally superior in every single way. But it's not about that. It's not
They're
like
like
that.
the what were those people called in the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
Star Lord's dad? It's like with the Celestials?
No, the like minor antagonists, the ones that had Elizabeth Debicki as the leader.
Oh, I couldn't fucking. Who are they?
Let me find out.
Yeah, I
Because-
couldn't tell you.
Now, see, because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is like an actual movie, I'm going to give James Gunn credit and assume that he made the race of people who think they're superior to everybody have gold skin and hair an intentional decision.
Yeah, and like but they're intentionally the bad guys. They're clearly bad.
The Sovereign, that was what they were called. Yeah, the Sovereign, they're a gold-skinned humanoid race that is advanced through genetic engineering.
Fun fact, that's what the leader of this society is called.
The Sovereign?
Yeah.
Did this mother... Well, I know that this movie came out
I'm not
later,
even kidding.
but-
Like there might be a thing here.
Well, this movie came out after this book, so he might have stolen that from the comics, but he didn't steal it from this movie.
This book is bad. But what I want to go through with you is these classes of races.
Okay.
So if I could have just look at Red Rising colors for me.
Sorry, I'm
Because-
just
All
trying
right,
to
fine.
find out if the Sovereign are from the comics or not. Because if they are, then this guy's fucking plagiarized them.
Do your thing, baby.
Yep, fuck you. Okay, the Sovereign themselves are not from the comics. Okay, so this is just a coincidence.
Oh yeah, man.
All right.
Quinky dinks be quinky dinking.
Does Wikipedia have? No, it doesn't.
Not in the way that you want it.
Red Rising colors. Explain.
Yeah, you are gonna love this fucking pain. Or just go to the second link you got.
Does this work?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are you ready to be put through some pain?
I mean, no, but do it anyway.
All right, let's start from the bottom. We got the Reds. They're Irish. They
They're
have Irish
possibly Native
slavery.
American, depending on how racist
No.
you want to get with it.
No. They all do like Celtic songs and talk with
Oh.
brogues and like they celebrate Oktoberfest and they all drink copious amounts of like alcohol. They're Irish. As an Irish dude, I felt so fucking like okay, you're doing a thing.
So their skin is literally the color, right?
No, their eyes and their hair are literally the color.
Okay, but like the golds do not have gold skin.
No.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, everyone seems to be mixed races except when we want to make a point.
Okay,
So,
so
like-
it's like Star Wars, where intra-human racism doesn't exist except for when we need it to make a joke.
Yeah, but that's because okay. This was written by a guy who wants to be like racism is over, but then made another racism thing.
Okay, yeah. Well-intentioned white liberal type of thing, you mean?
What starts as a well-intended liberal white thing, I think you will realize as we go through this, at a certain point, problematic. Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's what I expected him to look like.
and guess what? He's a nepo baby,
Oh, yeah, brown. Okay.
trust fund baby. Check it.
Um.
You'll enjoy
Okay,
this.
his dad is not who I thought he was.
But his mom is money.
Oh well, both of his parents are. It looks like his dad was on the American Apparel board of directors.
Yeah.
Okay, when I read it that his last name was Brown, I thought you were going to tell me that he was the son of like Dan Brown or something.
No. He's not from a writing family. He's from a money wasp family, and he was sitting in his garage, not knowing what to do with his life, and wrote this.
You know what? That's better than what most nepo babies do with their lives. So,
Yes, but let's get. I want to detail some things about this pyramid.
Okay.
And then you tell me how much you feel like this is cool. So, Reds, they are physical, literal slaves.
Yeah.
Because Irish people were slaves.
Yeah, Irish slaves trope. All right, that's
Yes, very
not
strong
great.
Irish slaves.
That's
But
not
on
great.
Mars, great start. So on Mars, and that's all they do. And yeah, so now we're gonna go up. Browns. They do every service job that you as a writer don't want to include characters that matter for. There is not a single Brown that exists in this entire series that like
Always a
matters
great
beyond
sign, isn't it?
what?
It's always a great sign, isn't it?
Oh, that's. Let's go to the next one. You're gonna love this. It's not black.
Okay.
It's not black because that would be wrong.
Yeah, that'd be too obvious.
It's obsidian. And
Okay.
they are giant brute warriors.
Oh no.
But if you're thinking to yourself, whoa, man, I don't want to make the giant black brute warriors a thing, that's okay, because you already know from the Reds, we're doing weird specific tropes that you kind of need to know weird parts of American subculture to get. These are Norse Vikings. So, yeah, just super strong, perfect warrior Norse Vikings. They just are dumb and don't know things. But if they did know things, who knows? Oh, now we're gonna move
be
to the.
optimistic and say I applaud him for not going the route he could have.
See, I feel like if he went that route, you would have to give power to certain groups, and he doesn't want to do that.
That is true.
We're gonna move on to the next group, which is the worst group. This group brings me pain, but it exists, so I need to describe it.
The pink
So,
one?
yeah. So to be clear, these are all like sub races of humans.
Yeah.
They can't interbreed.
So they're like really genetically engineered.
Yeah, they are locked into the caste system from a gene level.
Yeah,
There's no way out.
Yeah, so did they ever say what year this takes place in? Because it said 700 years after colonizing the moon.
No.
Okay, that's probably better.
This more does like a Warhammer logic where like it's year 700 CE type shit, and everything before that kind of go fuck yourself.
Yeah, so it's like Dune or whatever. It's got its own calendar. All right.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly.
probably the best.
I think it's the best way for sci-fi to run because it allows you to not worry too much about like, oh, what about COVID? Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Well, that's why they came up with star dates in Star Trek.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the next group? This is gonna hurt.
It's gonna be really fucking homophobic, isn't it? It's a pink triangle, for Christ's sake.
No, bro, it's gonna be so much worse than that, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's an entire race of sex workers.
Oh.
An entire, and like, I want to be clear. You might be like, what do you mean they're a race of sex workers? They're like genetically good at sex work and predisposed to sex work. And like they have over their nerves feel more than other people. They can read specific tones and like vibes better than any other person. It's really sick.
Just pardon me for 1 second. I just need the audience to see how displeased I am.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no. This is why I wanted you to suffer for this.
So, so when you say that they are genetically predisposed to sex work, are they predisposed to the sex or the work?
They're disposed to the sex. They're enslaved. So they have to do the work.
So I have a question then. If they are genetically predisposed to be good at sex, why does anybody fuck anyone besides them?
Okay, I'm going to throw this at you in like a really fucked up way.
Okay.
Why do married men have sex dolls?
Because they have destroyed their lives and their wives don't want to fuck them as often as they want to, and
or
so they can cheat with no consequence?
So people can do weird and terrible things.
Oh, yeah, true. I forget that other people are more diseased than I am.
Yeah, no, people are just sick, dude. No, like, I'm sorry. It's like, so they can do weird, terrible things. Like,
okay.
And like they're like playthings. They're like dildos.
I
Human
take it the
dildos.
pinks don't have much in the way of legal status.
No. We have not really reached any sort of legal status yet.
Okay, that's lovely. Yeah,
Um
so race of sex workers represented by a literal pink triangle.
yes, see, you're starting to see it now.
Okay.
You're starting to see it now.
They don't happen to call their brothel the Joy Division, do they?
Oh no, it's not even like their brothel. This is like across the stars. Thousands of brothels and independent owners and masters, each treating their pinks as they want. There's no fucking code for this. What do you think? No,
So
this
the
is not
pinks
New
have
Orleans.
pink hair and eyes type of thing.
Yes.
So they're instantly Okay, so they're instantly recognizable as pinks.
Yes.
What goes on with the pink children? Like, do they go to school or whatever before they get?
Oh, I am so glad that you asked. So,
oh God.
We only hear about one group of them, the Roses, which are like the best of the pinks. So
Yeah,
for
they're the
logic's sake,
high-class call girls.
yes. So I can tell you the life of a high class call girl, and you're gonna have to infer what happens for everyone below that status.
Okay.
So for a Rose, from the earliest age they can remember, they feel pain randomly.
Like just at random intervals?
Yep. And anytime they also disobey.
Okay.
And the pain's only shut off when like their master hits like a collar thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking
yeah, Pavlovin.
Picard, chain of command.
Yeah, but like to children, but before they're even conscious. And then that's taken off when they're like I think they said 14 or whatever. It was a fucked up age because they're clearly all fucking kids, to be clear. But like,
yeah.
So yeah, and then at that point they're pretty much sold off, like cattle style.
So what happens to them before then? Are they like in the Epstein mines, or do they get to like learn math?
It's more like they're raised in like it's like they're raised like a bunch of nymphs.
Okay, so they're like kind of free range almost?
They're free range inside of an isolated environment.
Yeah, okay, so it's like that movie. What was it called? Pretty Baby?
I don't know this reference.
The one that Brooke Shields did when she was like 12, where she fucking gets naked in it and like
Blue Lagoon?
No, it was before that one.
I'm pretty sure it's Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon, yeah, well, there is Blue Lagoon, but before Blue Lagoon, she did a movie I think called Pretty Baby.
I know it's Blue Lagoon because I have a drink named after me that's also known as the Blue Lagoon. And one time that was said out loud, a guy went, naked, underage Brooke Shields. And I remember I was like, cover your drinks. Everyone cover your drinks right now.
Here it is. It focuses on a 12-year-old girl being raised in a brothel in Storyville by her prostitute mother.
Yeah, no. Ugh.
Supposedly this is a good movie. It's just I'm not interested in watching a movie with 12-year-old nudity in it. Or 11. Jesus, she was only 11 when she shot it. Fuck.
I mean, either way, it's disgusting. That year doesn't make a difference. Making it more or less disgusting is just disgusting.
Didn't they let Brooke Shields do a fucking Playboy shoot when she was like fucking 12?
You know a lot of underage nudity lore, man.
Well, I only know fucking Brooke Shields lore because I watched an extended interview with her.
Okay. No. Because we were hanging out that one time, going to get pizza, and you're talking about this another thing.
I think I was talking about this movie.
No, it was like a Laura Danvers? No. What the fuck is the name? It was some other.
Tracy Lords?
Yeah.
That's a different thing, all right? Tracy Lords had
underage nudity lore is one of your specialties, my boy. You're getting called out.
That is not show canon. I do not know anything about underage nudity that doesn't involve the one Brooke Shields interview I watched.
It's unofficial show lore.
Yeah, I know about Tracy Lords because she had like a whole fucking career before they found out she was faking her age.
You just know a lot about it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, like like if you came to me and you're like Fallout, I'd know. If you went to you and you're like underage nudity, you'd know. It's cool.
All right, let's not let the internet think that too hard.
I was trying to talk about pinks. You wanted to talk about pinks, like.
Okay. Go on about the fucking sex slave society.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I will obey your instructions and get on about those sex slaves. So yeah, they're raised just to be obedient. It's terrible.
Fucking nasty, but okay.
Oh, it's entirely nasty. There's nothing about this that supports the society in any way, shape, or form. You might be thinking to yourself, all right, is there something else? You have to be leaving something out because like everyone else like seems to have something going on. No. So now,
can I take a guess?
Of course.
Were the pinks introduced in a later installment of the series when he realized he needed them?
Nope.
Okay, he planned it up from the beginning. I'll give him a little bit of credit for that. Just a little. Just a little tiny bit.
But from the beginning, he hasn't known what the fuck they are or what to do with them correctly.
Well, yeah, true.
So if we'll look back at this pyramid, we next have the Greys, which I love this stupid idea. It's a giant wall of cops, just a bunch of fucking cops.
Oh, I thought they were a bunch of Spider-Men because of the shape of the logo.
No, they are like copious cops and military. And if you're like, those aren't the same thing, yes, they are.
Why didn't he go with blue then? Like, you think that'd be the obvious one, right? Like the blues?
I think the actual answer to that is he was trying to not be predictable, and he thought if he switched up some shit, it wouldn't be noticed.
When they have their, like, colored hair, is it all the same shade, or is it different shades?
No, there's different shades that, like... It's not like a gradient that matters, but every character that's important will find a way to specialize how, like, it looks. But it's just to give a color description.
Are there people like fucking Mary from Sinners where like they're a pink technically, but it's such a dark shade of pink that people think they're a purple and that they can use that for social benefit? Like,
no.
Okay.
And to be clear, I think that's a great fucking idea.
Yeah, like what if you have a red whose hair is a really light shade of red? He looks kind of orange. Oh shit, he just jumped up like 6 spots in society.
You are really no, like I'm not gonna like you were really raising good points, and I'm actually working on like an influenced writing from this, so I'm gonna actually take that because that's a good point. They often you're gonna ask questions about this that the answer is Pierce doesn't fucking care, or he doesn't know because he's dumb. He's very fucking dumb.
I'm looking up what's her name? Anita Florence Hemmings was the first black woman to graduate from Vassar College, which she did by pretending to be white because she was
like it's totally doable. That's just not even a thought process here because this is from
she's literally the page image for the term passing on Wikipedia. Oh,
I'm pretty sure she's the inspiration for the term passing.
Yeah, this lady.
Well, no, what you do see why it's literally called passing, right?
Yeah, because you pass for white.
What did she know? She passed her grades also.
Oh yeah, maybe that. Yeah,
or like that's what I've heard. I've heard people say that this was the inspiration because she passed, and like so now we call it passing.
That is certainly possible.
I mean, that could be. I forget the word when it's like not correct and someone just made that shit up, but.
Oh, I want to read more about this, but right now we're talking about funny fantasy racism, not actual real world sad racism.
Exactly, funny fantasy racism. So now we have Greys.
Okay, and they're the cops in the military, which
cops in the military
always a great sign.
And you might be thinking to yourself, wait, didn't you already describe the not the blacks, but the Obsidians as a military? Well, those are berserkers. These are like spec ops and shit. And
So
they
the
have
soldiers literally say, "We've got a bad situation. Deploy the blacks."
not the blacks, the Obsidians.
Well, yeah, but you know,
But yes. But you're gonna love this. They have nicknames for almost each race, and one of the nicknames for the Obsidians is crows.
oh no,
So I've had to often read, oh, just send the crows after the crows. They can take care of their own. I don't care about you, crow. Shut your mouth, crow. Like,
oh no, man.
so if you thought, oh, we're not being racist, we're going out the window real quick.
I don't even mind the whole fantasy racist allegory. It's just like, if you're gonna make it an allegory, make it an allegory and come up with entirely new terms.
And also, don't make the coincidental. Oh, the blacks and also
of
Irish
course, but that
slavery
goes without
and also
saying.
this.
No, yeah, stick to primary colors only, please, if you're gonna do fantasy racism.
Just make new things. Don't make long ways to call Irish people slaves again. We don't need that. As an Irish guy, we don't need that. Next, we're gonna get into a couple quick line or a quick fire races because we don't get much information about a lot of these.
I assumed based on how little they are on this chart.
And the
By the
first
way,
one, you're
is
gonna
this
have some
chart
questions.
Scale, like population density wise. Is this to scale?
Yes.
Okay.
That is, yeah. That's approximately population to scale.
Okay, because oftentimes throughout history, the racial underclass outnumbered their masters by like 15 to 1. So
The Obsidians used to be more. They got killed in a revolt like 500 years ago, so they're like a very small, limited amount left now.
God, there's fucking fantasy racism holocausts in this too.
Yeah. Oh, something I actually think is really amusing about this is when the original Luna people did their genocide on Earth, they just made them all sterile. They're like, we're not holocausting you, we're just making the whole planet sterile. See ya.
Which carries implications of its own.
Oh, it's crazy genocide, but like it's just a wild take. So you're gonna have some questions. I'll take all these questions, but just know the answers are gonna sound a little silly.
All the answers have sounded silly, so I'm prepared for that.
So the Blues, who, to be clear, they don't run the society. They're not at the top of the pyramid. They control all the starships.
Okay. So they're the Navy.
Yeah, but like it gets better. They're like computer people. They're like all cybernetically locked in.
Oh, they're the fucking Borg, dude.
Yeah, they're all Borged up. Well, not completely Borg. They're like, give me an example. They're more Geordie than Borg. I need something like halfway, like
7 of 9.
Yes, there we go. They're all 7 of 9. They're all 7 of 9ing, and like they can all talk to each other via like, like send long strings of things. It's
they got the little wraparound thing on the back of their head, like Lobot from Empire Strikes Back.
Yep, they all plug into the computer type shit, but like it's all wireless, whatever. They all control the starships.
Okay.
They never do anything other than control starships. If you're thinking to yourself, that's powerful as fuck, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so they're the secretly powerful race that nobody fucking acknowledges. All right, cool.
Yep, cool.
They're like how furries are secretly like the most powerful fucking subculture in the US because they could cripple the IT industry by just going on strike.
Furries could also fuck an economy up. Also, like, really support people. Crazy.
True.
Next are the yellows.
Oh, no.
The entire medical community. And if you're thinking to yourself, wait, could it be? I don't know. But I've questioned it. I've questioned there's coincidences here that I don't necessarily, because blue is like water. Water's for the Navy. You said, I saw your reaction with yellow. I know what you're thinking. I don't know. It might be. It might be.
Yeah, that one might just be a coincidence.
But there's a lot of coincidences here.
True. Maybe it's yellow because as doctors they have to deal with people's piss a ton.
Okay, buddy. Wouldn't that make them the Browns?
I'd imagine
So,
doctors deal with piss more often, but maybe I'm wrong.
well, they deal with blood most often, and they're not the Reds. It's kind of a bad
That's
take.
true.
Next are the Greens.
Okay.
Greens control the entirety of the media and all the technology that aren't on starships.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no. Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
I might be. Put it out here.
Are the Greens an allegory for a certain religious group on our world?
I've questioned it.
A certain religious group who often get blamed for financial decisions?
I take them less as that and more like they're like every character inside of every piece of cyberpunk ever.
Okay.
Just because, like, you actually, like, now we're getting into the point where you're like, oh, fuck, we need some people in our society.
Yeah, this racial caste system is like if Harry Potter, like if J.K. Rowling was actually not trying to be racist.
What do you mean? That's no, fuck off. No, absolutely not. Dude, you were putting way too much on this guy.
Yeah, I might be being too nice. I think this guy is a well-meaning, completely clueless man.
No. Next are the Violets.
Okay.
This one cracks me up. So they're like artists, right? But
Yeah.
every single one is a genetic engineer.
So their art is other people?
Yeah, and if you're like, aren't those the doctors? Don't worry about it.
No, okay. I can separate those two, I guess. They're like
Heavy on the I guess, though.
Have you read enough of Dune to know who the Thylaxu or whoever were?
I haven't, but I'm just going to ask you a question.
Yes.
Would you get a plastic surgeon to replace Luke Skywalker's hand?
The hand, no, though you might get one to, do the synth skin on there.
Sure, but these guys, no, these guys make fucking animals, my dude.
Okay.
They make fucking dragons.
Yeah.
Like they have just made legendary creatures for fun for hundreds of years. And if you're thinking, where are they in the war? That never comes up.
Yeah, the dragon element never gets brought up.
It really doesn't. It just doesn't. I don't really know what to tell you there. Like what when it's relevant, I saw like they have one time. It's the Griffins, but other than that, they never come up.
And this book was explicitly written for adults and not like a YA audience.
Okay. Yeah, and it gets great fucking accolades. I have real hard time. Like I
mean, if it was for a YA audience, I get
it's not though. It's one of those things. It's meant for like 20-something-year-olds who liked YA novels, but they want something a little more up to their. It's like how Game of Thrones is for people who like Lord of the Rings as a kid. If that makes sense.
Okay.
It's that.
I mean, I've definitely heard way worse fucking books that got mainstream attention. Let's not mince words here, but this is.
Oh, you say that. I'm gonna keep giving you updates then until you understand how much this is bad.
Okay. I'm afraid, but go ahead.
We have the Oranges.
And that's where Donald Trump lives.
They're just mechanics. They're just engineers and
the gear symbol, that makes sense.
Yeah, that, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Like a reasonable group of human beings. Next. Okay. That's all it is. Next. Silvers, not grays, silvers.
Yeah, because silver and gray are different, I can see.
But they're different, bro. I don't fucking know what to tell you. They're an entire race of capitalists. But like early 19th century industrialist capitalists.
It seems like this whole society is a race of capitalists, but all right.
No. I mean like when I say a capitalist, I don't mean people who live in a capitalist society. I mean like the people who put their money into stuff.
They have a whole fucking race of Wall Street investors?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. They have a race of Vanderbilts. They have a race of Vanderbilts.
So they're all that rich? There's no like rich and poor amongst the Vanderbilts.
Well, they're all okay. They're all at least like a middle class, but they all just compete inside of this little, like they're all on the stock market fighting every day, pretty much.
And they all live on one planet together, or are they like spread around throughout other
They're
planets?
just spread everywhere.
Okay, because if they all lived on one planet, like
I think they
economic,
come from a place. See, with a lot of these things, I really get confused because I don't know where they're raised.
okay,
I would assume they're like, because like not one color has one planet. These planets get ruled as like kingdoms almost.
yeah.
So like, but
So
like
there's like ethnically segregated like
that's what I would
sections of the
assume.
city.
But we don't get the deets. Like this is one of the things. Like we I think.
That's why you don't build a society from scratch.
Yeah, no, I know this is why you don't write half-ass societies because you sound really stupid.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get to one of the most important groups of all time. Now, as you know, we called the other ones the Obsidians because we couldn't say that. So you obviously know what we call these guys.
The Ivories.
No, the Whites, because we could never take that away from them.
Okay, that's lame.
Yeah, I know. It's just the Obsidians are changed. Now
You
the
should have
Whites.
either stuck to primary colors or given every color a funny name.
I had the same pitch with that. The Whites are literally the pure ones.
Oh no.
They're the lawmakers and all the not religion, because this is a pretty much atheist society, but the spiritual ones. You know, like we have non-religious temples and monks type shit. We have blinded people who they care about truth and justice, like Greek gods, and like they're it's not it's not an oracle, I swear. We just blinded 50 white virgins and then had them live alone and do stuff. Like, but they're not oracles type shit.
I feel like if you want to blind 50 white virgins, you can just set off a strobe effect at a Taylor Swift concert. Bum, bum.
Dude. The amount of I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I realized I could be put on a list for that. So I just caught myself. I don't need that. So yeah, no, the Whites are literally that, and all the lawgivers. So like all the Supreme Court, they're all Whites.
I can't imagine what that must be like.
Man, we really just need like a Clarence Darrow ass dude. Just
as long as it's a Darrow, not a Thomas.
I mean, ironically, Clarence Thomas will make it less white. Clarence Darrow would make it less white.
All right, what do these fucking bronze guys do? Do they get spray tans all day?
Dude, it's a race of bureaucrats.
It sounds like 4 of these other guys could also be that.
No. Because the silvers are the top. They're the capitalists.
Yeah, but
and
whatever. I don't care.
I know.
All right, fine. There's a race of fucking accountants and middle managers. Fine.
That's all it is. Accountants and middle managers. The entire race.
Wouldn't that also be the white race?
Finally, are the uber mesh. I mean the supreme. I mean the final. I mean the golds.
Okay, and what? And the golds are what? Just the aristocracy?
Okay, so they're like the warrior aristocracy slash. Like, think every kind of aristocracy you want. They're that.
So they're whatever the plot demands they be. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're always in charge.
Yeah. All right. That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like, oh, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun. and that is what I have been listening to lately. Isn't that fucking garbage?
I mean, I've heard worse, but I've heard a lot better too.
I've heard better. I haven't experienced worse. there was something about listening to an Irish bro go on about
Oh right,
how
'cause
like
audiobooks, they do the fucking accents and shit. Ah,
oh, did I mention that the Golds are obsessed with Rome and just make Latin the standard for a bunch of shit, like a bunch
you
of
didn't
legion
mention
schmucks?
it, but I wasn't even phased by knowing that.
Yeah, no, that sounds right. That sounds right. Building a neo-Roman architecture, I hate it.
God, and for some reason they use the triangle from the PlayStation controller as their icon.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Because that's not just a triangle, that is very specifically the triangle button from the PlayStation controller.
Why do I feel like if you rearrange those symbols the right way, you might be able to make a Triforce?
Oh, I bet. This is just the fucking X-Men logo. This dude stole all this shit.
Yes,
we know
this
what this one is.
I'm glad that you can identify a couple other things because I've been trying to like. This dude took a bunch of media and slapped it together. This is fucking Ender's Game plus X-Men plus like fucking A.
A little bit of Starship Troopers, maybe.
But take out the irony. Take out the irony.
No, the book Starship Troopers.
Yeah. No, okay. I very much enjoy that the author's like, why'd you get all ironic with the movie? And the director's like, because you're a fascist, buddy. The fuck you want? Like,
I love that when that movie came out, like a really sizable chunk of the audience didn't get it.
I would like to know more.
Like it actually got bad critical reviews at the time because they thought
Why?
because they thought that it was being unironic with its advocacy for fascism.
Really?
Well, that's what audiences just kind of didn't get it. Critics thought that it was a fascist movie, not a make fun of fascists movie. I guess just they didn't get that these people are supposed to be stupid.
Oh my god! I mean, I figured it was funny when it was Buenos Aires and we started with all white people.
I mean, to be fair, that's just what Hollywood was like back then, so I could see that not being intentional commentary, but
was it not on purpose?
No, it was, but I could definitely
his
see
name's
it.
Johnny Rico, and like he looks like his name is Johnny Smith.
Yeah, Paul Verhoeven did do that on purpose. Many filmmakers of the same era did not.
Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't tripping there. Like that had to be.
In fact, even later eras, there was that movie. I forget what it was called, but in like 2014, there was one of those like loosely based on a true story movies. And one of the characters in it, because it takes place in Hawaii, is like, I think half Asian and half white, or maybe half Native Hawaiian and half white. I forget, but she's only half white, and she's half like, I think, Asian. And they cast Emma Stone in the movie adaptation.
That's rough.
No, you're half right.
I mean, that's like, I guess we could pin a red A for effort.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Do you think that joke was easy?
Yeah, I'd give it an A. I'd give it an easy A.
Thank you.
I'm ashamed of how long it took me to come up with that fucking punchline.
That's all right. That's how we got there in the end. We had it. The alley-oop took a minute, but it went in the net.
My bladder's given me a signal, but I got some time. So before I have to go explosively piss my pants, would you like to talk about some news stories?
I would love to talk about some news stories.
Okay, first I'm close. Before you got here, I was looking up why is Thanksgiving the holiday where you see the family you hate, and I couldn't really get a clear answer other than this AI bullshit right here.
Why do you think it's just Thanksgiving? Is my actual question.
It's not just, but like stereotypically, Thanksgiving is the one where you see the family you hate.
Oh, I think it's because the idea that you're thankful for things means you have to deal with people that
Probably
make you upset. Yeah. I think that's the pitch. It's not fun, but I think that's the pitch.
Yeah, I was just I was thinking of it because I was telling the story before you got here that going to my grandma's for Thanksgiving every year meant going with like 30 to 60 people from her third husband's side of the family, none of whom I
You're gonna make me sad on this one.
Also, before the new Pluribus is out, did you know they used a real fucking Sprouts Market for that whole empty Sprouts Market last episode?
I mean, how long did it take them to fill the Sprouts Market? Honestly, can we just talk Pluribus? We should talk Pluribus.
It took them 3 days to empty it, is the thing.
How long did it take them to refill it?
It doesn't say. It just says
it didn't take them 60 seconds.
It says empty the store for 3 days and nights.
So, do we think that Carol's actually gonna be able to pull something off?
I mean, there wouldn't be much of a show if she can't. So,
well, see, that's where I'm sitting here. Also, didn't like my name, huh?
Yeah, that is a good one. Next time, you should just put whatever the actual phone number was.
I couldn't find it when I was looking real quick. I was gonna. But it's Vince, so I know he's gonna be doing something.
Yeah.
But I don't really see a way out other than we've already gotten the hint. I think episode 3 was the big point.
Yeah.
Would you give me a grenade if I asked for it?
And the answer was apparently yes, despite what she thought.
And now, after blowing it up and almost killing one of you, we should probably say spoilers, by the way, guys, if you haven't already guessed.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a week, but spoilers,
fair.
just in case.
Yeah, spoilers. If you give me a grenade and I almost kill one of you, cool, okay. If I ask you for another grenade, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you want another grenade? Well, do you want another grenade was the question.
Yeah. And but like
then goes it.
Did she literally like say, regardless of my answer or something, would you do it? Or maybe I'm misremembering.
Not for the grenade. It's one step of escalation up.
Oh yeah, the
would you give me a nuke?
Yeah.
Why would you want one? That's not what matters. Would you give me one? Well, do you want one? No, but hypothetically. Well, if you asked us, we'd talk to you about the pros and cons.
Ultimately, they basically said yes, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She's like, but then would you give me it? And they're like, yeah. like we really don't
trusting.
No, I took that a very different way.
Okay.
They are literally compelled to say yes. Have you ever had someone who like a good friend who would do anything for you, but you shouldn't ask too much, or like no, from like just an example, so someone goes and asks them for something, and it's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you move all day, but like, you shouldn't be asking that of me. Is kind of the non-spoken thing, but we can like let that shit out. I don't think this being is capable of expressing this. I like it's literally them smiling, going, "Fuck, yeah, take it."
Yeah, it's an entire planet filled with Jim Carrey's character from that movie Yes Man.
Yes, they have to, but how far does that extend? Is an interesting question.
One we'll probably find the answer to when we both immediately start watching it after this episode is over.
Here's a prediction.
Okay.
You could see that the being had a hard time processing this new question. And it almost was like, well, we need to think more about some of this shit. When other people are impacted by the immediate actions, what does helping those people mean for treatment of Carol? If someone driving, because the Indian woman's, I want to say her son, or I forget, someone of her family members was driving the car that she was in when Carol had her fit.
Oh yeah, it was her husband? No.
Dad? Grandpa?
It was a father or grandmother.
Yeah. So Carol's fit. caused a car accident, which killed millions of individuals, which
Yeah.
they don't count the individuals as individuals now, which is important to note. So
But she
maybe
does.
you're right. You might be right on that. I don't know. But also it injured, I think her name was Lakshmi.
Yeah. I think so.
She got injured.
Yeah, she had like the scrape on her head or whatever.
So assuming that there's this forced need to help us, what does that mean when Carol is endangering the other sole humans left?
That is a good fucking question.
Because, like, how much can she do before they're like, I'm sorry, we need to lock you up?
Yeah, it's Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. Like,
yeah, no, exactly.
Can they, through an action, allow others to come to harm?
And if they know inherently the pattern, they have to act on it. You can't just ignore it at this point. The first time you go, oh, second time they're worried. I mean, hell, they had the other people going, can you calm the fuck down? You're doing this, like, this is gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
If the being, whatever the hive is, can't tell you that and can't really get it working correctly, what is the breaking point for when they need to kind of cast you off?
I mean, I guess we're gonna find out, right?
That's what I hope the direction we're going in is.
Yeah, how many episodes does this get this season?
You pulled me in recently. Wait, we get 9?
Yeah.
And we're 3 down, 6 to go.
Tonight's is number 4.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, folks, I just need to put this on a record. I don't know what you can do with a hive mind that hasn't been done from that one Rick and Morty episode, as shitty as it is to say.
Yeah.
Like, Blair, how many things have I randomly told you I would do with large amounts of people if I had a hive mind at my disposal this last week?
Which ones can I fucking say on the air is the better question.
All right, I got you. I'll get 60 people skydiving, spelling out my name while they're naked, wearing the colors of specifically their own countries, done on the hexadecimal scale to actually make like large flags.
You know what I'd do
as they jump down
to bring it back.
But as they do that, I need 40,000 people humming the theme song to Young Sheldon while I am paraded upon a mountain of human beings.
I am.
Do you know who sings that?
Yeah, Steve from Blue's Clues.
Why does Steve from Blue's Clues sing the Young Sheldon theme song? I don't like that.
His band does it. He's
I know. I just don't.
He has a recurring guest role on Young Sheldon occasionally as like one of Sheldon's buddies at the comic book store.
I hate everything Sheldon.
Yeah, that's fair. Young Sheldon is a surprisingly wholesome show, though.
I get compared to him too often.
The silence, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you're not that similar to him.
I don't know. I think people think anyone who's intelligent who gives you a witty comeback is a fucking character you've seen on TV at this point.
Yeah, I mean, intelligent, witty Star Trek fan with a kind heart buried underneath. Yeah, I guess that's about where the similarities end.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like the comparison, but it's happened multiple times.
You can do a lot worse, though, because like I said, that show is surprisingly wholesome.
He's from Texas.
Yeah. And that sucks for him, but
people from Texas aren't wholesome.
You'd be shocked. Like, I'm sure you might have seen the fucking TikTok edit of it, like I did. But there's this scene where so his son, the oldest son, Sheldon's older brother.
I thought you were about to say that guy had kids, and I had like a minute.
Well, Sheldon, the character, does eventually have kids in the timeline, but
Really?
yeah.
I don't like that because that guarantees another spin-off show, and I'm really upset about that.
I agree. Anyway, Georgie, the older brother, he has this girl at school that he's like obsessed with, and she's not into him, but like they're kind of friends anyway. And eventually she's like at their house because her fucking stepdad lost his shit or whatever.
Okay.
And the stepdad shows up at the door, and he's like, I want to take whatever the character's name was home. And Sheldon's dad, who's like the big fat slob dude, answers the door. And he asks her, "Do you want to go home with your stepdad?" And she says no. And he's like, "All right, well then that's the answer. Get off my porch." And the guy does the like, "Oh, you want to do this, big man?" And he's like, "You know what? Why not?" And then it just cuts to him walking back into the living room, kind of shaking his hand, and he says to his wife, "Hey, you might want to call the cops. There's a bum sleeping on our porch." And it's like it's funny, but it's like that's really nice that he stuck up for this young girl that he barely knows, but knows was vulnerable. Like,
I'm just feeling like that's a worse version of the scene from Fresh Prince.
well, yeah, I mean, it is a fucking network TV sitcom. There's limits to like how original it is, but
Well, I'm just saying that we've established stand in, step up, father, however you want to call these people. They can be more than the others.
yeah,
But like, I want network television to teach me some stories again. Network television taught our parents about gay people and shit, and
Yeah.
now it's just constantly like hot garbage.
Oh yeah, I was reading a tweet thread the other day that said the most viewed network TV show of all time would be Doctor Officer Attorney at Law.
What?
Look, they were saying how there's only like 4 types of shows left on network TV, and like
Oh my god.
there's doctor show, cop show, law show, and then like I don't know, maybe fucking restaurant workplace comedy.
Every single cop show is garbage.
Just about. There's like 1 or 2 exceptions, but yeah.
Okay, if your cop show fits the following preview, I don't like it. In a world where criminals are running rampant, undermining the society in which you live, there stands a team who's ready. It's not a network sound. And then when it just zooms through them, we're going to have one punky hacker from the 90s. We're going to have
I get
one
what you're getting at.
boy next door John Krasinski. We're going to have one LL Cool J, Ice-T, some sort of culture thing-esque. We're going to have one. Ooh, is that a George Clooney clone? Because that's a zaddy. And then we're going to have one. I'm an old girl boss. I was never offended by the patriarchy, and I get it done. You put all those together, include one Karen haircut, include 3 sets of glasses, and include, let's say, 3 different infant kids over the course of 4 seasons. I just made NCIS insert territory. Like,
I hate that I've seen enough of these shows in bits and pieces that I recognize what you're saying.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Like, this is how you make a network cop show, and it's a formulaic bit of garbage. I'm not against.
To say, but what about? And then I remembered that was also cable TV. I was going to say The Shield.
Nope. Shield runs on this.
I have to go back really fucking far for this one, but Hill Street Blues. And
okay, but not. Yeah, but isn't that more like buddy cop?
Well, I mean, not really, no, because it's not comedic. Like it has bursts of humor here and there, but like Hill Street Blues took itself pretty seriously for the most part.
Oh, so it's like pre-Blue Bloods, Blue Bloods.
Well, yeah, it wasn't slop like Blue Bloods. Like it kind of had, not necessarily, but there were times you could read into it, oh, this is a really deeply flawed fucking police department. Or like, oh, this guy we're supposed to look up to has some really fucking personal demons he's fighting.
Yeah, but like, me and you have said this before. We have good media literacy, and like a network television show should not shoot for you to understand something unless it's like a Breaking Bad. You realize a while ago that we're not doing just TV.
Did you ever watch NYPD Blue to any like real extent?
No,
So
my mom watched that one.
I never sat down to watch it, but I saw a ton of it because my dad was into it. Um, and there's an episode that I saw like the last 10 minutes of because I was just like sitting on the couch next to him. Dennis Franz, he's the main character.
Yeah.
And I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw the end of the episode, but like there was some kind of race related thing to the crime. Like, oh, the guy that we beat up was black, and like he claimed it was that, but no, we caught him burning down the building, so it had nothing to do with him being black, like in one of those. But like, I guess within that department, I don't know if this is a real thing, but he says, we kind of go like this, the guy was to indicate that he was black without saying it on the record type of thing. And so he kind of like, oh yeah, the controversy was that somebody yelled the N-word at him, and so he quoted the line back to the guy, but said it in the process, and there was debate over whether or not that was okay. So he's talking to his, there it is. Oh shit. Ah shit, I lost him. God damn it. Fucking whatever internet it is that he has. I don't know. There he is. There you are. Yeah, so he's telling his wife is like about to pop pregnant. Yeah, exactly. So he goes home to the end of the day and he's like, the today sucked. And he tells her the whole story. And somewhere in there he explains to her, so I told him, and she goes, what does that mean? And he's like, if he's black, we do that to indicate. And she's just like, she's not a cop. She just has this like really concerned look on her face. She goes, I don't like that you know that. And I really don't want you to teach our child that. And then he's
Do you know why they do that?
Why?
Do it again slowly.
Like that?
Yeah. Tighten that noose a little tighter for me.
Oh god, that might be it, yeah. It could. I might be doing it wrong. He might have just been indicating like the skin tone of his cheek. I don't know, but it could be what you said.
I mean, I don't know. Either way, it sucks.
I watched this thing 7 fucking years ago. I don't remember, but the point is like, she says, "Yo, it's really fucked up that you guys do that," and it's really like she says, "And I do not want you teaching our child that." And he kind of gets a minute to sit there, and Dennis Franz is a great actor with his face. He sits there and with no dialogue dawning on his face, he realizes he's going like, damn, that is really fucked up that we do that, isn't it?
It's always weird that people have to have a moment of that.
Well, his whole character arc throughout the 12 seasons of the show is starting off kind of racist and learning to not be.
Listen, I'm not going to blow up any spots. I'm just going to say, in a piece of media written by someone I know, we often encounter characters who have been through things, and that doesn't define them.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't use that as pure fucking story explanation. I hate that shit. It's a product of their time. They grew up in a hard shut up. Like it's dumb.
So that's kind of part of why it sort of works in that show is because the show started in the early 90s, but he's like a veteran cop who's been there decades. So a big part of it is like, oh yeah, he's an old-fashioned cop, which means he fits very badly into the current system.
Dude, yo, if he was just there around Rodney King, the amount of swings he would have taken.
It was the wrong coast of the U.S., but probably, yeah.
If he was there, that's what I'm saying. If he was there.
That's why I actually... this is just apropos of nothing, and then we got to get to the news before I have to piss my pants, but the first and to a lesser extent second Dirty Harry movies Part of why I don't consider them propaganda is because, especially the first one, the whole thesis of the movie is Clint Eastwood's way of doing things keeps making things worse.
Huh.
Not as true in the second, but in the first one especially. Like, literally, the only reason the whole climactic bus chase happens is because they were forced to let him go because he tortured information out of the suspect.
I have never taken. Okay, yeah, this is a good point.
Yeah,
I like this take.
Dirty. I don't. You probably never saw the second one because most people
No.
stop at the first. But the second one, it doesn't explore that as much, but probably just because they already did. But the villains in the second one are a gang of motorcycle cops who are committing extrajudicial executions. And
So, cops.
well, yeah, but I mean literally like executions, not even creating a pretense for self-defense. Like, they're not identifying themselves as cops. They go out with masks on with their off-duty bikes. This is just what they do in their free time, basically.
You say potato, I put an E on it. You know,
I agree, but anyway, the point is that, it seems like vigilante murders till he realizes they're cops. And when he realizes they're cops, he kind of is forced to reckon with the fact that, like, well, this is kind of the natural conclusion of some of what I do. Like,
Have I not been inviting this entire concept here?
yeah, exactly. Like, he kind of, like, he's forced to give the speech where he says, of course I hate the system, but until we have a better one, I have to work with it. Like, he has to do one of those. It wasn't cliche yet in 1973.
I mean, plus, to be fair, the leather tasted a lot better in 1973. It wasn't treated as much. It was just earnest cow earthy taste.
But yeah, like in the first one, like throughout the entire movie, when he does some Dirty Harry shit, it makes the problem worse.
I've never thought about this.
Like, basically what he does is that he escalates the situation until it's so bad that only another lunatic can take down the lunatic, and he's the right lunatic to do it. But, like, if he hadn't fucking tortured that guy when they caught him, they would have been able to keep him, and the entire climax of the movie could have been avoided.
What the fuck?
Like, that's the whole point of the movie. Like, John Milius and those guys understood that the point of Dirty Harry was to show how a cop like this is a liability.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of those movies I watched with my dad a long time ago, and my dad does not get things at all. Like,
well, yeah, even the movie's own sequels didn't, because they were different writers, didn't get that it was sort of an indictment or at least a deconstruction of a dirty cop. Like, I shouldn't say dirty cop. He bends the rules with suspects, but he doesn't, like, he's not on the take. He doesn't fucking.
Well, he's a vigilante.
No, not really. No, that's the thing.
I mean, if he's breaking the law, doesn't that make it vigilante justice?
Well, yeah, but what I mean is he's not doing it like secretly in his off hours. He just goes too far with police proceedings.
Does a vigilante mean you're doing it secretly in your off hours?
Well, it doesn't mean it, but it strongly implies it.
I feel like that's just comic books.
Well, like, I'm thinking of the motorcycle cops in the sequel. Like, they are vigilantes because they're going out at night in secret.
But Dirty Harry is not a vigilante?
Well, I mean, he probably technically is, but, like, no, he is, like, he's a cop. He shows up when he's called. And then when he shows up, he might do something nuts, but
it's always when he's on his cop job, is your pick.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Whereas these guys are going and... Okay, so these are KKK members not wearing the hoods.
Yeah, it is pretty strongly implied they're racist.
But, like, not even that. I just mean from the structure, they're just KKK members.
Yeah, but, like, if you're wondering about their politics, it's pretty strong.
Oh, I'm not one. No, I'm not. I'm not. I was not.
Never really thought about Dirty Harry that way, but I can see it. I also felt like it was commentating on the broken system of someone like the loony getting off because the system allows for an abuse of civil liberty clauses. To some extent, yeah. But, like, no matter how much you cut back on, like, the regulations, if you shoot a man in the knee and then step on his wound to get information out of him, like that's an explicit violation of the law.
Unless it's a national security thing. And then they
Yeah.
claim it's not.
Yeah, like
Just saying.
so like for all of Harry's fucking faults, like every time he shoots somebody, it's in self-defense.
Okay.
Whereas the motorcycle cops in the sequel are like literally summarily executing people with black market firearms, like non-police issue firearms and everything.
I feel like we're a step away from using the fun L word.
Which one?
Lynching!
The only reason I don't call that what they're doing is because they're also going after somewhat powerful people. Like one of the people that they kill vigilante style is a mobster who they couldn't get the charges to stick on.
Isn't lynching more the action, not the target?
Yes, but like it's hard to say someone like when you think of a lynching, you think of a marginalized person being killed by the dominant group. That's not by definition, but that's the implication usually.
I guess I more just think about mob violence. Like,
oh, when I think lynching, I always think of like it was a targeted attack.
like
Not like that. Granted, that's all semantics. It doesn't really matter. It's just
he was
I might need to rewatch it again because I perceived that scene with no sympathy for the guy who we knew was shooting at people for fun. That's true. It's not that he sympathizes. It was that Harry already had him captive and violated the law by torturing him while he was captive.
So it's like a two wrongs thing.
Well, it's not just a two wrongs. It's more like he does a minor wrong that then allows the bad guy to get out because he knowingly violated the law.
So if he was by the book and not like this, we wouldn't have this opportunity.
Like it's not like they were in a firefight and he shot him more times than necessary in the heat of the moment. This was like he had him cuffed and was just impatient.
That's a good point.
Now, like I said, the second Dirty Harry had some of the writers from the first, which is why it feels fairly consistent.
Okay.
But then starting with the third onward, they made 5 of them total. They didn't have the same writers, so those became much more of like the loose cannon cop action drama type of thing. Like they became much more like what people think the first 2 Dirty Harrys are like.
I would like to go on the record and say that we need to rewatch that one movie.
Which one?
You know which one.
Samurai Cop?
Samurai Cop.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, like Samurai Cop is trying to be what it thinks Dirty Harry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, one of the greatest times, folks, was Larry just sat me down and went, "You're gonna like this movie." I went, "What is it?" No, I'm not telling you anything. Just watch this. I went, "Is this like the other thing?" No. You're gonna like this. And proceeds to show me Samurai Cop.
And me. We're not just gonna let you walk out of here, are we? Yeah, that is one thing. I have to put an asterisk. Because, yeah, I did sound a little bit like Clint Eastwood, but not much.
That was decent. I like that.
So I have to put an asterisk on there, which is that there is one scene where he pulls the trigger while pointing at an unarmed suspect, but he does it when he knows the gun is empty to fuck with the guy. Now, that is a violation of gun safety rules, but it is not him trying to kill the guy. It's him trying to fuck with him.
Okay, that's a Batman level excuse, and I hate it. That is some shit Batman would do. It's like, oh, I'm not killing him. I'm just psychologically scarring him.
Well, I mean, the guy, I don't know if you remember it, the guy did literally ask to know.
I don't care.
Yeah, because like during the fight, he fires the gun a number of times. And then after, like he's got like a minor wound. He's on the ground. He's got his hands up like, cool, you got me. It's over. And Harry gives the famous, this is the 44 Magnum, most powerful handgun in the world. Now, you might have lost track in the fight. Did he fire 6 shots or 5? Do you feel lucky? And then he goes to just walk away. And then the guy goes, wait, I gots to know. And so he tells him the answer by pointing it out and pulling the trigger, and it's empty.
Still traumatizing.
Oh no, it is. I'm just saying.
As a dude
like,
who's had the
it's
gun
not
to
like
his head, still
it was not
traumatizing.
a murder attempt. It was
That makes
torture,
it so
but it
much
wasn't
better.
a murder attempt.
Jesus. Thank God.
It didn't work on me though because I kept track of how many shots he fired during the scene, and I knew he'd fired all 6.
That scene sounds like something Tom Cruise would want to say.
You know what's funny? The only line really from the sequels anyone remembers is "Go ahead, make my day." To the point
Wait, that's
that
from that?
it's from the 4th one that otherwise no
What?
one remembers.
That's what that's from?
Yeah,
I thought
it's
oh my
from
God.
Sudden Impact, the 4th Dirty Harry movie, the one that Clint Eastwood directed himself. Fun fact.
Oh, actually, no, I do know this one.
Yeah, but so everyone thinks that's from the first because it's the only one from the sequels anyone knows. And what's funny, it was an uncredited script doctor edition from the original writer, which is why
Jesus,
it's
like,
better
I
than
got
anything else in that movie.
So the original writer is the only one who actually knows how to fucking write Harry, huh?
He's not the well. I mean, it was a writing team, and then 2 members of the writing team came back for the second, and 1 member of that team did the uncredited line for the 4th.
Okay.
That member's name was John Milius. He also famously wrote Apocalypse Now, Red Dawn, Conan the Barbarian. Or he directed that actually, but
Wait, the first Red Dawn?
yeah, the original.
The one with the Ruskies.
Yeah, the one that didn't have North Koreans launching a mainland invasion of the US.
I've always questioned how we let that happen. Like how did we as a generation allow for Red Dawn 2?
I mean, nobody was happy about it, if you recall. Like the
I remember
consensus.
old people being happy about it.
I don't even remember that. I remember all the people old enough to give a shit about Red Dawn going, "Oh God, why?"
I think it was just my parents like, oh, it's a name I recognize from my life. That's
Maybe.
awesome.
Yeah, that's probably it. And I mean, to be fair, sometimes that is awesome.
Is it?
I mean, sometimes you never know. That last Indiana Jones movie was pretty good.
I mean, I'm still mad about the Mario movie.
I never even saw it.
I am a big fan of the Mario movie from the 90s that has nothing to do with anything.
I want to watch all 4 sequels to see how they progress, but the first was quite entertaining. Maybe not as much as Play Misty for me, but still great. Yeah, from what I've heard, Play Misty for me is up there in Eastwood's filmography. I haven't seen that one yet, but
I have not seen that one either. Is it good?
I've heard it's really good. I did see Eastwood's latest movie, fucking I want to call it 12 Angry Men, but that's not what it's called. Juror number 2. And fuck me, the man's 94. He can still make a fantastic movie. God damn it.
I mean, he understands film. You got to give it to him. He at least is competent.
Oh yeah, I mean he like of all the movies I've seen that were directed by him, the worst one is Sudden Impact, and it's still like solid.
I mean, how solid is solid?
Like it's a perfectly good, generic, forgettable 80s cop movie. Sandra Locke is good in it. I mean,
I'm just not one of those people who can just sit and enjoy a movie for the sense that there's like, oh, it's just something. I'm like,
oh, I
there's
mean,
so
I
many-
only watched it because I was marathoning the series, but
okay, that's a little different then.
but like I watched it, I'm like, that was all right.
Shit, that's how I feel about some Star Treks.
Yeah.
Are you caught up yet?
No.
Come to the people, please. Shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm 2/3 of the way through season 2.
Oh god. Are we gonna do Stargate at some point?
Maybe.
That'll be
Anyway,
a time.
before we
News.
go, I just wanted. So you heard about Trump calling the reporter a quiet piggy?
I did indeed.
Okay. Did you hear about this one?
What?
Yeah, there was a report that the Coast Guard would no longer classify these, among others, as hate symbols, but instead as like potentially divisive, I think.
Okay, this might be a conspiracy. I don't know if this counts as a conspiracy. Do you notice how they waited to do all these policies until our grandfathers who fought in World War II were dead? Because even as 80-year-old men, they would fucking shoot some shit if they ever heard this being said in their country.
That is notable. That is worth taking note of.
Like, because if you think about it, it's like 80 years after. It's like, all right, the average guy fights at 16. All right, they're all 100 now. They're all at the game. We can start making swastikas cool again.
There's
and I don't know. There's something
still alive though to keep in mind.
Yeah, but only a few, and the ones who are not really with it much. Hell, I mean, okay,
Yeah.
so when I used to work in a nursing home, there was one man he was an officer in World War II.
Nice.
And I used to give that man anything he wanted. And sometimes people would question me, and I'm like, no, this man fought the Nazis, and I'm not going to be the guy to do that. No, you can do that. I'm not doing that. My conscience is sleeping easy.
You know what? I will close out with an old joke that maybe you have heard, and maybe not.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
No, it's an old. So here. So this we're in France. We're at like Paris International Airport or whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever the airport's called. And French customs officer, doing his job. And then this very, very old, like 97-year-old American man comes up. And he says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Do you have your passport?
No.
I'm not doing the accent.
No, I think I know this joke. Go on.
Yeah, so he goes, sir, do you have your passport? And the old man says, no, I didn't bring it. And he's like, what do you mean? He goes,
last time I was in France, I didn't need a passport.
Well, no, there's more to it than that.
Okay.
It's actually a different punchline than that. He's like, I've been to France before. I didn't need to bring my passport then. And and then the guy says, sir, wait, that doesn't make sense. You've always needed to have a passport to travel to France. When were you last year? And he goes, I was last year, June 6, 1944. I brought my passport. I couldn't find any Frenchmen to show it to.
I fucking knew I knew this joke. I hate it here.
Oh, it's a famous joke. It's been around since like 1946. It's just.
All right, I got one for you before we go.
All right, and then I have to piss really badly.
So in heaven,
okay,
all the cops are British, all the chefs are French, and all the engineers and mechanics are German. But in hell, all the cops are German, all the engineers are English. I'm sorry, all the engineers are French, and all the chefs are English.
Okay. I get it.
Haha. All right, folks, have a good night.
All right,
Gordon Ramsay's the bad chef.
We will see you on Tuesday, and then I'm assuming not on Thanksgiving, so maybe we'll do something special for you. But we'll definitely see you Tuesday.
Squanto was a slave. We're probably doing something. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, everyone.